Hello and welcome back, all you beautiful, beautiful souls, to Color Me Truth Tarot. Today I have a new Timeless Tarot pick a card, and it's going to be on what are people's secret thoughts about you after they've had an interaction with you, a conversation, or they've just had a moment with your energy. They've been able to interact with your energy. What are they secretly thinking about afterwards? As always, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And we have 3 piles in front of us today. I just have the selenite here because I'm really loving its energy. So this is just personal for me, but we do have the 3 piles. This is group 1 with the Ocean Jasper Point. This is group 2 with a raw lapis lazuli. This is a stone of wisdom, of I believe the throat chakra as well, intelligence, speaking your truth. And then we have a polished blue stone. I believe this is sodalite or satellite. I'm not exactly sure though. So please tap into your intuition and just go with the pile, the crystal that you feel most drawn to. Timestamps are posted below as always, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to begin with pile 1 right over here. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose the Ocean Jasper point. Let's see, what are people's secret thoughts about you guys? You know, you've talked to them, you've had interaction. What are they thinking? Okay. Wow, we have caring connections. Nice. Magician in the Mirror. Door to personal healing and happiness. People get really, really good vibes, very positive vibes and energy from you. Dream a beautiful dream. Inspiration. Yeah. And we get strength. Beautiful. Wow, you guys have a beautiful energy, very warm, very loving. I just feel like, so especially depending whatever your sex is or whatever you identify, whatever sex you identify with, I feel like the opposite sex feels that they could have a beautiful relationship with you. They feel that you could be ideal in some way, like an ideal partner. Your mannerisms, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, maybe you're very polite. There's something about you, especially if like you're a woman or you identify as female, something about you being graceful, polite, respectful. Yeah, there's something about that coming through, where if you were talking to a man, or you know, just somebody who identifies as male or is really in their masculine energy, they feel really drawn to that, and they would think you're an ideal partner, or they assume that if you're in a relationship, the person you're with is probably very, very lucky because you would make an amazing partner. They just assume you'd be an amazing partner. They think you come off as very caring, warm, nurturing, and loving. Magician in the Mirror. They also sense a power and a wisdom within you. You come out very, very balanced. You seem to be very diplomatic and have a really a great ability to see things from both perspectives, or from 2 very opposite perspectives, and bring them together. Very, very wise. They see you as intelligent. They may also think they may have a subconscious thought too, or some kind of subconscious feeling that you're spiritual, or there's something about you that's different. Like you are, it's almost coming off as mysterious, but there's like a spiritualness to it, just something otherworldly or something different about you. I feel like people would pick up on, even if they're not conscious of it. It would be something like subconscious, like there's something deeper about this person, something, you know, extraordinary about this person. Maybe you wear crystals, you know, maybe you're into that, but I feel like they could sense something deep within you, is not just, you know, superficial. There's a depth to you that's there. Door to personal healing and happiness. People may think that you work in healthcare, or you work something in the medical field maybe. You just come off as very caring. You have a caring energy. And people feel very peaceful around you. You guys may be natural healers, may have a very healing energy, healing voice. I'm hearing something about your voice. People like your voice or the way it sounds. So that's something they could be thinking about you too. And something like gentleness is coming through. Something about your energy is gentle. This interaction, they feel like you're a gentle person, kind person. That they can be themselves. Or you know what it is too? People feel like they can open up with you. There's something about your energy when they have an interaction with you, or they've interacted with your energy. They feel like they could open up about things that they would never tell anybody else. And I don't know why, but this dove is making me think of like somebody who's like would see somebody who wouldn't judge another person. Like they would only look at that person or listen with love and non-judgment. And so I think people feel like they could talk to you about something and you wouldn't judge them. They could be vulnerable with you. They could be intimate with you, and you know, you wouldn't close the door on them. You'd create a safe space. You'd allow them to feel comfortable enough to speak on this, and give them as much space that they need to express themselves. Like you wouldn't rush them to express what they need to express, especially if it's a difficult conversation. Dream a beautiful dream. I feel like people feel like you could achieve anything you want to achieve. There's an energy coming through of you being somebody who, you know, like if you want something, you will get it. They see you as determined, as the word ambitious is coming to mind, but it's like a soft ambition. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you will, they see you as somebody who's going to get what they want in life, but it's not through like, I'm going to work hard and drill it. And they just see you as somebody who like is naturally going to be successful, or naturally is abundant. Like you're just blessed, or the word lucky is coming through. It's like you're going to have what you want. People see you as somebody who will have a dream life, or will have a dream, you know, have the best of everything. And even if you don't, right, they just see that about you. There's something about your energy. It's almost like people almost have a fantasy about you, or they look at you through like this kind of illusionary kind of lens. You know, a lot of fantasy, a lot of like what's the word? It's just they're not. Sometimes I feel like people don't see the truth of you. They see what they want to see, and they see almost kind of this very fairy tale like, or just only the good. And I'm not saying that you don't have these wonderful qualities about you, but you know, you're probably just like any person. You have your good and your bad, your shadow and your light. Like you also have qualities about you that, you know what I mean, maybe aren't the best. Like we all do, and we work on that. I feel like a lot of people almost see you on a pedestal, or they put you on this, they elevate you, especially like the opposite sex, whether you're male or female. I feel like they really put you on this pedestal. They really see you as this ideal. And so it's kind of like when they really get to know your personality, it is a bit of a oh, I didn't know this person was like this, or okay, they have a little bit of backbone, or they have a little bit of push to them. You know, I didn't think they were like this. So so especially like, you know, if you're, like I said, if you're a female, you know, men really see you in this very soft, delicate way, and then they're kind of a shock when they get to know your personality, and you come with a little bit more of a stronger energy. And it's the same thing if you're a guy watching this. Women see you as like this very ideal masculine energy, and then they might be a little taken aback when they see your real personality. Not in a bad way. It's just like, oh, I didn't know you were like this. You know, you have a little bit more backbone, or you're a little bit different than the fantasy I had in my mind. But it's not a bad thing. I think it makes people even more intrigued, because there's depth to you, and there's there's like more to investigate. We have inspiration. We have strength. Yes, people see you, I feel like, as very strong. And like I said, they see you as somebody who's very diplomatic. Like you could walk into a room full of angry people, and I feel like after they talk to you, or after your energy's been sitting there, it would calm down. There's something about your energy being very healing, being very gentle, being able to, you know, take a conflict or a fight and bring it bring it back to normal, equalize it. Like your energy is very equalizing. So that's something that I do see. Maybe you guys also, I don't know why this is coming through, but do you guys have this ability to like see people's intentions or see the desires of people? I don't know why this is coming through, or if somebody has that ability. It just feels like you guys have this ability to see people's thoughts, even if you're not conscious of it, or feel people's deepest desires, and you just like know what to say or do, or how to look at someone that kind of hits them in the right spot or affects them, and it just hits their sweet spot. Like this woman is petting this lion. It's like she just knows the way to, you know, touch this lion or pet this lion that just gets him to crumble in her hands and become putty. So you guys may have this ability too, where you just know what to do to get people on your side, to persuade people. You guys could, I mean, if you really wanted to, you're probably you could really manipulate people and get people to do what you want to your will, I feel like, if you wanted to do that. Because there's something about you, like you really could have people like wrapped around your finger. And then we have inspiration. I feel like you guys may, like, animals may have an affinity to you. You may feel very connected to nature. You may have a really beautiful relationship with nature. And I feel like you're very, what's coming through is you're very supportive of others. I feel like you make people feel better about themselves. You lift people up. And that's another thing people like about you, is because you don't have this weird jealousy with others. I think you understand that we're all beautifully unique and independent, and we're all individuals, and that's what makes us so, that's what makes the world so beautiful and so diverse, and that's a wonderful thing to celebrate. And so you're not trying to be petty or bring other people down. Like, you want everyone to be successful. You want everybody to love themselves. You want everybody to think they're the best in life, and that they can do anything. So you're very uplifting. You have a very uplifting energy, and I feel like somebody, after being in your energy you're talking to, would think like, wow, you're a really uplifting person. Like, you make me feel good about myself. You're like empowering. You're like a motivational speaker. You make people feel like they just talked to a motivational speaker. You make people feel like they can do anything. They can go after their dreams. They can achieve what they want. They can achieve their goals and be successful. So yeah, you motivate people, and right, you inspire them and make them feel like it's possible for them too. People have really good thoughts about you. They just think you're the what's the expression, the bee's knees. They think you're amazing. And especially, you know, if you're a man or woman watching this, the opposite sex really sees you in this kind of elevated, heightened sense. It's almost in an illusionary sense. They don't see the truth of you. You guys may have like Neptunian energy in your chart that may be significant in certain areas. Maybe Pisces energy, anything like that. I just feel like a lot of people have like romantic fantasies about you. They may dream about you in terms of a romantic way. Okay, but that's what I'm getting for you guys in terms of people's secret thoughts about you. I hope it resonated and that you enjoyed. So thank you so much, and I'm moving on to group 2. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose lapis lazuli for group 2. Let's see what are people's secret thoughts about you after they've interacted with you, had a conversation with you, and just been in your energy. Okay, we have after the storm, faith in the process, action. I knew I was going to get this card. I saw it in my mind even before I shuffled, so that's interesting. Broken heart. And then we have Goddess of the Moon in reverse. And we have the 9 of Cups. Wow, very multifaceted. I feel like people don't really know what to say about you. I think there's just so much about you. Not in a bad way. I just feel like there's a lot. Like, they don't really have. I feel like there's not a clear pinpoint of what they think immediately, but certain things they would say. I feel like people would say that, I don't know why, but people could sense that you have a very big heart and you may have been hurt in the past. You might be somebody who doesn't completely open up to people. So I think people do feel like there is a bit of a wall up. Again, not that you're mean or cold or cruel, but they can sense that you're not like super open and like, you know, wanting to like just open your heart and energy to everybody. You're definitely protective of yourself, and people would definitely, I could feel people would say something or think like, oh yeah, like he or she is a little guarded, or they're a little to themselves. They're, you know, they're a bit more you know, closed off in a sense. But I don't feel like you're mean. I just think people would sense that like, oh, okay, you know, that there's something there with this person. You know, they're protective of themselves. See what else. Some people would say you're a hard worker with this action card. They see you as somebody who goes after their goals, goes after their dreams. That you're definitely not gonna, you know, sit around and not do what you need to do. Like, I feel like when you want something, you go after it. So they see you as a hard worker. They see you as determined, successful. Even if there's difficulty, they see you as somebody who's resilient. I feel like people see you as resilient. There's something about coming through about you. Even if you get knocked down, you coming up like each time and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Very, very resilient, very strong. I feel like people, especially like if you're a woman watching this, I feel like men would think they don't know what to offer you. They're kind of, it almost comes off as like you're very independent. I feel like you can do things on your own. And I feel like from the opposite sex perspective, especially if you're, like I said, a woman watching this or identify as female, I think a man would feel like, what can I offer her? What can I do for her? Yeah, they would kind of be a little, they wouldn't know what to do. They'd feel a little yeah, just almost like confused, like what can I give this woman, what can I offer her? Because you do come off as like you have everything set for yourself. You come off as complete, you come off as whole, which is actually really, really nice. It's a good thing. And I think this is good for you, because I think it helps keep people who like don't have a true intention towards you away, because you're not looking for something from someone. You're just looking for like in terms of relationships. I don't know why this is coming towards a relationship, but it's like you're not looking for you to give me something. I'm just looking for an actual genuine, healthy, you know, relationship and connection. So that actually works in your favor. People see, like I said, there's something about you. People feel like you've been through it. Something about your energy. It's like maybe you guys are very sympathetic or empathetic to others, but it's like people feel like, especially if they're talking about pain or difficulty, like they feel like you know exactly what they're talking about. Like you've been through it, you've experienced it, or you've seen it. There's something about you being able to share in pain or share in suffering. Like you have gone through it yourself. You've been in the lowest of the lows, where you were on your knees praying, begging for change to happen. You know, you've seen and experienced the worst of the worst. I mean, people can sense that about you. They can sense that. And so that's why people feel you're very, very strong, very resilient, and that you can achieve anything, and that you can reach your goals, and that you will reach your goals, because no matter how much the like shadow was trying to, you know, control you or trap you or stop you, like you kept flying forward, you kept running forward, not looking back. So it's a really beautiful message coming through. You know, for some of you guys, maybe you're very religious or you're spiritual, so people could see that you're somebody of faith. Like you have a lot of faith in whatever you believe in, whether it's God or, you know, or whatever your beliefs are. You know, people see you as somebody who may be, you know, very religious or very spiritual, and that you have this enormous faith that things will work out and all will be okay. Like you always have this hope, because even though this woman is sitting, you know, naked in this, I'm not really sure what she's sitting in, like a wagon, a metal wagon. She has these birds surrounding her, right? It's like her guides. They're there. They're saying like it's going to be okay. Like it will get better. Then we have Goddess of the Moon in reverse. Yeah, people don't know what to make of you. I feel like you really come off as different, as mysterious to other people, and they cannot get a good read on you. And I was picking that up earlier. There's something about like people cannot get a good read on you. They know you've been through something, but they don't really know what. They know there's a depth to you. They know there's more to you and a mystery to you, but they don't know what. And honestly, I feel like people are kind of the word that's coming through is like scared to get to know you or scared to go there. There's something about your depth and your waters and how deep it is that people are almost afraid. At least the wrong people are afraid to get there. You guys may be very introverted, or just somebody who's like alone, or just like on your own, not necessarily lonely, but just on your own. And I feel like it's because like a lot of people cannot go to your depth, cannot get into the, you know, the ocean that you are. Like you have a lot to you. Even I can feel it. Like you have a lot to you, in your heart, in your mind, your being. Very, very, very beautiful, deep person. You see things and understand things in a way that many others can't. You have a lot of wisdom. And there's something about you feeling like ascended, or like, I don't want to say holier than thou, but that's what's feeling. It's almost like there's something about you that comes off as like, I don't want to say better, but like that's what it feels like. As if you have this wisdom, this understanding that is a bit more elevated than other people, but not that you come off as I'm better, I'm the best person in this room. It's not that. It's just your soul knows you're not living from ego. It's like, I've already done this and I don't want to play these games. I know what I'm looking for. There's an understanding of like, I'm not here to play in the shadow anymore. I already know truth. I'm already awakened. Yeah, if you guys are young, people feel you're wiser than your years, and they see you as someone who's going to do great things in this world. People do, I feel like subconsciously, people may not know this consciously, but there's a feeling of you being a leader, of you leading a lot of people, or doing some type of work where you're in charge, and people are going to look up to you, and you're going to speak to them and share your message. And the message coming through from this card is like, you're meant to be self-sufficient. I don't think you're meant to rely on other people. You're really meant to be your own person and have your own stuff that you built for yourself. It's not to say you can't rely on others, but you know, it's relying on the people that truly have the right intentions for you. I just feel like your life is one where you really build yourself up and you become very strong and whole and complete within yourself. Okay, so that's what I'm getting in terms of people's secret thoughts about you. I hope it resonated. You guys were such a beautiful group to read for. I really love this energy. Thank you so much. I'm going to move on to group 3. So bye for now. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose group 3 with the blue crystal. I believe this is sodalite. I could be pronouncing it wrong, or it could be the completely wrong name for this crystal. So I apologize if that's the case. But for group 3, let's see what people's secret thoughts are of you after they've been in your energy. They've had an interaction with you, a conversation. What are they thinking? What are the secret thoughts? Okay, we have Ace of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, a lot of cup energy, collaborative dreaming, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and Healer of the Ages. Wow, the first thing that came to my mind was people think you're divine. People feel like you're divine. That's nice. Okay, 7 up. Yeah, people definitely have 7. What was I getting with 7 of Cups? Something about fantasy, but it's like people I don't know if this will make sense, but the way it's coming across to me is like people feel like you're everything and nothing at once. Like your personality is so, there's like a range to you, or there's like you could be anything. It's like you could play many hats. You could take on many roles, many different personalities. There's something about you being many different things to the point where it's like you're almost nothing. It's hard to explain, but it's like when you think of spirit, or you think of God, and this is just an example, you know, right? Like how God is supposed to be, man is supposed to, like, yeah, like God is supposed to be reflected in all of us, right? And we're all different personalities, all different expressions, but at the end of the day, we truly are nothing but that energy, that source, that God. So it's like we are, it's like God is all, but God is none. So there's that kind of energy coming through with you, of you feeling like that, like, you have so much to you and to your energy that it's like, who are you? Because you really are like everything, or you have so much in your personality and the way you are that it's just like, you feel almost like nothing. It's very hard to get a read on you. You feel like you're here one moment and then gone the next. I don't know if that the word effervescent means that, but it just feels like I don't know, you're like, it's like from my perspective, it's like someone's trying to reach you, hold on to you, grab you, and you keep slipping away, or you keep changing yourself, or you keep flickering in and out. Something about your energy is not, it's not grounded, it's not stable. It's very flighty, or I'm thinking of Tinkerbell, like it just feels like a fairy almost. Like you're just kind of flying, moving from one place to one place, and you're not still. Like people cannot get a hold of you in a sense. And because of that, people feel almost, I don't know if it's like disappointed, or they just feel, they feel like an outsider, or like they can't, something about them feeling disappointed, or just maybe annoyed, frustrated. Like they just can't completely get a hold on you or control you. And for those of you who've been in relationships, this may have been something you've experienced where, your partner wanted to kind of move quickly with you, or control you, or put you in a box, and that was something you just knew, like you maybe had a really bad reaction to that, and you're like, no, I don't want that. I cannot be controlled. I cannot be put in a box. I cannot, just be labeled. Like I have to be free. I have to be open. I have to be vast and able to do what I want. There's something about your energy feels very free. It feels like flying. There's no limitations. There's nothing pulling me down. There's no like I just heard there's no earth. There's nothing to like there's nothing to ground. You feel very up in the air. I would not be surprised if you guys are like really, really connected to spirit. You guys probably channel or do something, or you have that ability, or it'll happen to you in the future. Something about you is very, very divine, very, very open spiritually. I feel like you get messages in your dreams with collaborative dreaming. But like I said, people feel that you're very divine, you're otherworldly, you're almost that, they can't put a label on you. You're just so different and unique and amazing. You're not like everyone else. I feel like people would say like you're not like anyone else. They've never met anyone like you. You're just very, very different. I feel like people would be very interested in getting to know you. They'd be super excited. There'd be a lot of happiness. There'd be a lot of joy with this. I'm sorry. There'd be a lot of joy with this Ace of Wands, a lot of passion, you know what I mean? Starting off in the relationship doesn't necessarily mean sexual. It just means like just a lot of fun. There's a lot of good energy. But then they'd feel like they couldn't keep up with you. And I feel like you would still offer a hand of friendship. I feel like you'd still be there, but they would just feel like they can't keep up. They just would start to, in their own mind, begin to feel so like less than you, and I don't know, just project upon you and create these like weird separations in their mind that have really nothing to do with you. It's just them feeling inadequate and unworthy. So yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like you live life on the edge, or there's something about your energy that feels very, like I said, free and passionate and joyful. You like to have a good time. People feel really joyful when they're in your energy, like a kid, very playful, imaginative, creative. They feel very young, like they can do anything. There's a freedom here of like, I want to frolic in the woods. It's a beautiful energy. you know, people are attracted to you like a moth to a flame. They love your energy, but they just can't keep up with it, or they get too close, and then right, those moths, you know, they die, just because they you know, they don't have enough of their own light. They haven't worked enough on their own selves. They don't have their own connection to source or God in the way that you do. They're not tuned in or tapped into their own divinity in the way that you are, that they, you know, that they call it quits, or they end the relationship, or they end the friendship or something, or you know, just distance themselves because they, like I said, like, you're very tapped into your divinity. You're very tapped into your heart, your being. And it's almost addicting to people. Like, they get really drawn into it, but then they can't keep up with it. You know, this may have impacted you, and you may have felt very sad about this in the past, or even presently now. But, you know, I don't feel like this is something that, I feel like this is something, if it's occurring in your life right now, you're eventually going to get over it and realize, like, it has nothing to do with you. You are perfect on your own. You are amazing. You are wonderful. And if people can't hang, if people can't realize that they have to put their own work into making their life amazing and finding their own divinity, then that's on them. That's not on you. You are wonderful and special as you are. But I feel like what people would say about you, their secret thoughts, is that, you know, you're amazing. Like, you're really a good time. They have a lot of fun with you. There's a lot of joy here. They would say that you are unlike anyone they've ever met before. Very creative, very different, very unique. Your own person. For the people that are spiritual or tuned in, they would already sense that you are divine. You're highly connected. Yeah, my finger, I'm feeling something. I'm like a sensation on my finger. You're like very divine, very spiritual, connected. You have an open heart. They would sense that about you. Collaborative dreaming. Let's see. You may have, I don't know if it's dreams about other people, or other people have dreams about you. You know, maybe you guys have like a soul family out there, and you guys, every night you dream, you come together, and there's something about working together. I feel like people want to, yeah, like, people may want to work with you or connect with you. But yeah, like, people have a fantasy to be with you or connect with you, but it doesn't pan out in reality. It's like they can only connect with your energy in dream time. That's really interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are already, you know, gifted in one way or another, like psychic or intuitive or something. You have some type of gift, because very, very just very, very beautiful energy, very beautiful person, very divine, very connected. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys for this group. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated, and I will see you guys in the next tarot pick a card reading. Bye for now, and thank you so much.